Shalom fam, how y'all doing? This is Or Hebrew with the Living Word Initiative, and I'm coming to you today with a video on simple financing and how to make simple money for the long term. Now, many people right now in the time that we're in, they're either out of work, they are either low on money, or they're getting sporadic hours, or some people are doing fine and they just want to make a little bit of extra money. Maybe they want to bring in some extra money, maybe for, say, a trip or a vacation, or to purchase something, or to start saving for their child for the future, or maybe a little extra side money to start a business, something like that. So there are a few different things that you can do, but I just want to touch on something very simple, because I know a lot of people, they don't spend a lot of time studying finances. A lot of people spend a lot of time doing a lot of other things, which is okay. We all live our own life. I'm not here to demonize anyone for the type of life that they live. If you want to live a certain life, you have to put in that work for that life. But at the end of the day, we all make our own choices. We all have the choice, and we all have free will. Now, one of the easiest ways that you can begin to grow your money, and before I start, I'm not a professional. This is just for educational purposes. Make sure to consult a financial planning professional if you have any questions about making investments. So, one of the simplest things that you can do, whether you want to make a couple of dollars here or there, it could be something small. Like, we don't always have to think grand scale, like, oh, I want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maybe you want to make an extra $20 a week to give your kids for lunch money. Like, it can be something very simple. It doesn't always have to be something large and extreme. Maybe you want to make an extra, $100 a month to pay your cell phone bill. It could be something very small. One of the easiest things that you can do right now, easiest things, and I kind of went over it in another video. Most of us have Cash App. And no, this isn't like a Cash App scam. No, most of us have Cash App. There is a section on Cash App that deals with fractional shares. You can buy whole shares, fractional shares. The easiest thing for you to do, especially right now since the market had a sell-off, is, and then we're also in a volatile time right now because of coronavirus, because of the elections coming up, because of civil unrest. So the market is very volatile right now. So it can shoot up really high, it can go low. But the times you want to take advantage of when the market is shooting up, the market is going up, certain sectors are going up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% a day. Certain stocks are going up 80, 90% in a day. You want to kind of do some studying to figure out what these stocks are and then just put some money in there. So one thing you can do is just simply go get some fractional shares go get fractional shares on Cash App. Easiest way to do is find an ETF, find an index fund, put it in there, or find a stock that's in technology. Right now, technology is big, so find a technology stock, maybe like a Zoom or a Tesla or an Apple or an Adobe or a Workhorse or a Piton, something like that. Put your money in it, especially when you know it's about to run up. Let it run up. Maybe you invest a couple of $100s, and then you make a few dollars off of that. If you invest $200 and you get a 10% return, that's $20. That $20 could be enough. And if you can figure out stocks that can make you that run up every week, that's $20 that you give your kids for school lunch. If you do that over a span of a month, that's $100. That's $100 to pay your phone bill. Doesn't have to be anything special. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. The stock market is not just for rich people. The stock market is not just for non-colored people. The stock market is not just for people who are not minorities. The stock market is for everyone. How you decide you want to use the stock market is completely on you. However, the stock market is an easy way to create passive income for you to take care of some of the obligations in your life, to bring in a little extra money without you having to necessarily take time away from your family. If you're a single mother, or you're a father that already works 70 hours, 60 hours a week, you may not have enough time to go and get a second job. Your wife and kids need you at home if you're a father and you're already working 60, 70 hours a week. If If you're a single mom, you don't have anyone to consistently watch your children for you to go and get a second job. So you don't have to struggle. Like, the stock market is there. You do some studying at night while you're helping your kids with their homework. You're sitting at the table with them and you're doing your own homework. You're studying the market, seeing what's going to happen, seeing the trends, seeing the news, and then you invest you some money, and then you let your money, okay, typically, let's just say, we know Walmart Plus is about to start up, and what's that, about a week and a half or so? Typically, Walmart runs on news. Their stock goes up on news. So if you know their stock is going to go up on news, and it's going to run up, say, 10% on news, then you invest $300 in Walmart and let it run up that that 10%, and then you give your kids that money for lunch, or maybe that's money for dinner for the week for the household. Anything, could be anything, whatever it could be. I'm just keeping it simple for you. But you didn't have to go out and work for somebody else. You didn't have to leave your kids at home. You didn't have to be away from your children. You didn't have to be away from your family. You didn't have to sacrifice. You didn't have to go allow someone else to dictate your value and pay you what they feel you were worth. You didn't have to beg someone for a job. You didn't have to fill out an application, a job application. You didn't have to work when someone else told you to work. You didn't have to build your schedule around when someone else felt like they needed you. No, you created your own future. And that's the name of the game. You can keep your normal day job and still invest in the stock market and make you some money. And if you have children and you want to build for their future, you put it in long-term hold, and you just keep adding money to it every day. Start out small. I know when I first started, I literally would choose a stock and I would buy a fractional share of $3 every day. And then I would do it for multiple stocks. And then I would do it for ETFs. And then I would do it for indexes. And then I would buy multiple stocks and then pretty soon I had these investments, and then I felt like, okay, maybe I'm doing too much. I will pull back, take some of the money out of one if it wasn't performing well, or just this is a dud. Like, for instance, Hertz was a dud, so I took my money out of Hertz. I took my money out of JCPenney's and I put it in, let's just say, Apple or Tesla or Amazon or Google or Nvidia or Moderna, any of those things. I put it in there and watch my money grow. And then if I needed money for something, I was able to take it out of my profits because I was doing fractional shares, so I didn't have to sell my entire share. If I absolutely needed it, was an emergency, whatever, or just a couple extra dollars, boom, that's what it was there for. I created that for that, to grow money so that I can use it for something else. So if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me, email me, contact me, and I appreciate you all, and you all have a beautiful evening, and enjoy the rest of your week. Be purposeful, live with purpose, live with intentions. This is Or Ebri with the Living Word Initiative.